Today, let's dive into the 5 powerful qualities that men deeply adore. These are qualities that are cherished not only in the early stages of dating, but also in lasting, loving relationships. Having dated hundreds of high achieving men globally and through coaching my clients, one thing definitely stands out, and that is that there isn't a single man who doesn't value these 5 qualities. The reasons behind this universal appeal is exactly what we're going to explore in this video. But first, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kimberly Anderson. I'm an international dating expert, and I'm committed to enhancing your romantic life and your overall happiness. If you find value in this video, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Okay, let's get into it. The first quality that men love in women is feminine energy. Now, despite our advancement over time in intellect and professional success, or our sophisticated attire, our ability to engage in eloquent conversation, at our core, both men and women are fundamentally primal beings. So what exactly does this mean? Well, masculine energy predominantly resides in the realm of thought. It's intellectual, analytical, strategic, and logical. On the other hand, feminine energy is rooted in the body. It's about feeling, sensing, intuition, and connection with nature, for example. Now, just to clarify, I am not talking about genders here. I'm talking about energies. All men have feminine energy and all women have masculine energy as part of their makeup. It's about the prominence and when each energy is used that matters here. Over recent generations, many high-achieving women have adapted to operate in very masculine environments, and they've built and amplified their own use of masculine energy. And while this approach leads to tremendous success in professional spheres, which I sincerely applaud, ladies, it often creates an imbalance in romantic relationships. I've experienced this firsthand, being so engrossed myself in my thoughts and taking action that I lost touch with my feminine essence, causing disharmony in a previous relationship. Attraction, whether it's sexual or romantic, is largely based on the interplay of the yin and the yang and the polarity between masculine and feminine energies. And that is what creates passion. You might have heard that opposites attract. Now, this isn't always the case in every respect, but the dynamic between masculine and feminine energy is incredibly powerful. A man is instinctively and very strongly drawn to feminine energy. A woman who is in tune with her feelings and her body is incredibly attractive to a man. Developing your feminine energy through activities where you become aware and get in tune with your body, like meditation or dancing, is a very worthwhile and enriching discovery. As you tap into this innate part of yourself, you automatically begin to exude femininity in a more natural and compelling way. Now, this not only enhances how you feel about yourself, but it also has literally a magnetic effect on men, often without them understanding why. You'll start to have heads turn as you walk by. I am not kidding. As crazy as this may sound, you will honestly be surprised at how this inner work creates magic in your outer world. I've tried and I've tested it myself, and I really encourage you to prioritizing getting in touch with your feminine energy. Now, the second quality that captivates men is kindness. Now, you might wonder if kindness is too mundane or simplistic to be genuinely impactful. Some of you might even worry about being perceived as a pushover. But let's set the record straight. Kindness is far from being boring or weak. Contrary to some misconceptions, most men are not drawn to unkind or bitchy attitudes. In reality, kindness is a highly sought-after trait in a partner. In fact, studies consistently reveal that kindness often ranks at the very top of the qualities that men desire in their significant other. But what does kindness look like in action? It's about showing genuine interest in his life and his experiences. When you're on a date, you ask insightful questions about his interests, his career, or his hobbies, and listen attentively to his responses. That is a clear sign of kindness. This attitude and behavior demonstrates that you value him not just as a potential partner, but also as an individual with his own unique story. Kindness can also be expressed through small yet significant gestures. Think of offering sincere compliments, showing gratitude for moments that you share, or being a pillar of support for his endeavors. These acts of kindness lay down the foundations of respect and mutual understanding, and they're essential ingredients at the early stages of your dating, that often develop into a deep, enduring relationship. The third quality that men love is acknowledgement and appreciation. Now, it is literally astonishing to see the transformative effect that genuine appreciation and acknowledgement can have on a man. Men often engage in life with a mindset geared towards achievement and overcoming challenges. This drive brings them a significant sense of fulfillment. However, beyond this external success, men have an intrinsic desire to feel victorious and revered in the eyes of their partner. They yearn to be seen as a hero, to feel that their efforts are not only recognized but deeply appreciated. This acknowledgement fuels their confidence, it validates their path, and it makes them feel esteemed and essential. When you express sincere appreciation for a man's efforts, it doesn't go unnoticed. It manifests in his demeanor, a bright smile, a more confident posture, and an increased eagerness to continue actions that bring you happiness. Acknowledgement reinforces his desire to please you. It sparks cycles of positive actions and reactions. It nurtures his intrinsic need to protect, to provide, strengthening the bond between you. This dynamic is fundamental in building a relationship where both partners feel valued and cherished. So on your next date, don't hesitate to express gratitude. Tell him how much you appreciate his choice of restaurant or the outing that he chose, or how much you enjoyed the conversation that you had with him. And remember here that being authentic is key. Genuine expressions of gratitude resonate more deeply and foster a more meaningful connection. By acknowledging a man's efforts and showing appreciation, you're not just boosting his morale, you're cultivating a relationship grounded in mutual respect and admiration. Now, the fourth quality that men deeply appreciate in women is the ability to allow. This can be particularly challenging if you're an accomplished professional woman, often operating in a fix-it, take-charge mode, which aligns more with masculine energy. Allowing in a romantic context is about gracefully stepping back and letting go the need to control every detail. I know firsthand how challenging this can be, ladies. But in dating and romance, it means not micromanaging the plans. Where to go, when to go, and how to get there. It's about resisting the urge to immediately fix things and find solutions, and instead giving space for the man to step up, to take the initiative and invest in the relationship. For instance, if he asks you out and says, "Where do you want to go?" you can say, "Well, you asked me on the date. I'll let you propose something. I'm sure you'll choose something nice." It's about leaning back in your feminine energy and savoring what he offers. This approach is not about being helpless or weak. It's about empowering the man to step into his masculine energy and fulfill his desire to make efforts for you. Men are often driven by a blend of risk and reward. And when given the opportunity to make choices, they'll think things like, will she enjoy what I planned? Will she like the restaurant that I chose? This is a fundamental aspect of masculine energy, the desire to provide and the satisfaction derived from successfully doing so. I have a male friend of mine, and once he shared with me his experience of offering to carry the suitcase of a woman that he was dating after she returned from a trip. And she bluntly declined, insisting that she was perfectly capable of carrying her suitcase herself, and he felt really disheartened. His offer was an expression of care, not, a comment on her strength or her capability. In romance, allowing a man to extend these small gestures of care, like carrying a suitcase or fetching something for you, it is not about your ability to do these things. It's about creating an environment where he can express his masculinity. It's about graciously receiving these efforts, which in turn fuels a deep-seated need in man to provide and to be appreciated for it. Now, the fifth quality that resonates deeply with men is vulnerability. Vulnerability is fundamentally about openness. It involves creating an environment where a man feels that he can be there for you, he can offer support, and he can feel genuinely needed. Often men are distanced from their own emotional needs, and they're conditioned to deal with problems in solitude and in silence. This tendency to retreat into their man cave, as they say, to solve issues, can lead to a disconnect, not just with others, but in their own emotional selves. When you share your feelings and vulnerabilities with a man, it opens up space of mutual trust and safety. It allows him to step into a supportive role and offer an aspect that's deeply fulfilling to him. However, it's important to note that men often instinctively lean towards problem solving when faced with issues. To navigate this, when you share, you might want to clarify that you need to just simply be heard, not to find an immediate solution. So, for example, you might say, I don't need a solution right now. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you, what's happening with me right now. If you just listen, that'd be awesome. This approach not only relieves him from the pressure of fixing the issue, but it also helps you feel truly heard and valued. Moreover, this level of openness encourages him to share his vulnerabilities, fostering deeper connections. Sharing vulnerabilities goes beyond just being open. It's about building bridges of understanding, empathy, and creating connection, which are vital to forging strong and lasting relationships. I'd like to thank you for listening this far. And before we wrap up, a gentle reminder to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. So in conclusion, as we reflect on these 5 qualities, feminine energy, kindness, acknowledgement and appreciation, allowing and vulnerability, it is clear that what truly captivates a man goes, far beyond superficial traits. These are qualities about embracing your authentic self and creating a genuine connection. Remember, these qualities are not just about attracting a partner. They'll serve you once you've found a relationship, your relationship of choice. It's not about changing who you are, but embracing all aspects of yourself. The strong, the soft, the leader, the supporter, the thinker, and the feeler. Until my next video, I'm sending you lots of love.